And so here's the shifter I showed in the last video. It is not attached to the trans yet. I still have to move the truck and where it's not on grass, jack it up, and build the linkages for it. But it's going to be quite similar to what you'd see like for a Mr. Gasket shifter, like I talked about before, what I was originally going to do, until I realized I had this handle laying around. But basically what I'm going to do is use it's an older truck transmission that's in here, the TH350, and it just has like a C-shaped box, metal box, and it has a hole through it because it's supposed to have linkages for the column shift. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to stick a bolt through there, and that'll extend my pivot out to go up, because you want it to be up so when you pull this back it actually goes, you know, down the pattern. If you had it going towards the bottom like you would on a shifter, it'd be opposite. It would actually go park, reverse, neutral, drive, 2, 1. But basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it right there, which is about where I want it for park. It's a little farther away, but I can still just easily reach and come out here. And I want it to be basically there for drive. But where I start is kind of going to be my my base, and then how long I make the linkage on the transmission is going to determine how far this moves from park to revert to 1. So, I mean, I'm not going to go down into 2 or 1, but I want it to be an option. So, 2 to drive, that's what park to drive, that's what I'm worried about. So park roughly there, drive, you know, down here. I don't want it in the seat when I'm in first though, and it's hitting right there. So it's not actually going to go that far back. So I'm imagining I'm actually going to have to use quite a short linkage so that it just does this. That's what I'm wanting. And this pivot to this pivot here is only about 2.5 inches. So that's already short as it is. So I'm going to repaint the steering wheel black to match the shifter, because this paint's really old, and then I'm going to sand not really sand, but I'm just going to get some of the stuff off, re-clear coat the wood on the steering wheel here so it matches that really well. Like I said before, the steering wheel is a little small. It's a standard Grant GT style steering. Now this truck does have power steering, so shouldn't be too big of an issue. So we should be all right. I was just about to realize I don't have my keys. I was about to go pull this truck up and do that, but I don't have my keys. And also needed the keys for that car to get it out of the way, and also I need to steal a battery off of it for this truck, so it looks like I'm not touching this truck anymore today. I talked about before, I'm going to make a cover plate. Now the guy I got this truck from, he messaged me. He does actually have aluminum diamond plate that was actually designed to cover this hole that his shifter went on top of, because he had a ratchet shifter or B&M mega shifter or something of that nature that goes over this. So all I got to do is go get that aluminum plate from him, and I'll just cut it out to relieve around here, screw it, you know, bolt it down, or I could actually just cut a hole in it for this to go through, you know, give it enough clearance to move, and actually sandwich it between this angle iron and the floor. Now this is just 2 bolts on an angle iron right here on the top of the tunnel, and it has flex, but when you're holding it, that thing feels sturdy. I mean, it's sturdy, like a real shifter, so I'm pretty happy with that. But like I said, once I get that hole covered with something physical, then I'm going to put a boot. I thought about it, and I think I'm just going to make a fabric boot. Just cut a piece of a hole and just like glue the tabs downwards underneath it onto the 2 flats on this, and that way this can move freely and it looks clean. And then just bring it out around. My seat is squeaky, but yeah, I just figured I'd just make a really long, drawn out talking video on the shifter situation, just so I can just show you guys a little update. Yep. Thanks for watching.